Have you recently started your startup or business and struggling with sales? Do you want to know the answer of those toughest questions which your clients are asking? In this video, you will learn how to convert first few sales for your startup by negotiating with your clients in the right way. Now, let's dive deeper into the video without wasting any time. So the first point is, the price is too high. Majority of the time, when salesperson listen the statement, either they get nervous or they start feeling bad. But this is not the right way to deal with this situation. So how you can deal this situation? There are many ways of dealing this situation. The one way is diverting. And what do I mean by diverting is, you need to understand that not every client is adamant about the pricing. Majority of them are just saying it for the sake of negotiation, and they are not even good at negotiating. So they are just trying it to say the price is too high, maybe by listening, because they are thinking maybe by listening this statement you can reduce the price. So what you can do is, you can simply say, okay sir, tell me which color are you looking for? Are you looking for the white color or the black color? Or you can say, so how many pieces are you willing to buy? Are you looking for 1,000 pieces, or are you looking for 1 lakh pieces, or more than that, or less than that? Or you can ask, okay sir, tell me where you want me to deliver all these material. Because if you are putting all these questions, then these questions are diverting the client from the actual thing, which is the negotiation on the pricing. So you always have to divert the client when he talk about the pricing on the first page. And maybe after few time he forget about asking about the client, because as I mentioned that not every client is adamant about the pricing. But if you are trying to like diverting the client again and again, but if he is adamant about the pricing and asking and coming back to the same question again and again, okay tell me the pricing first, okay tell me the pricing first, okay tell me the pricing first, okay I will book the black one and I will take the 1,000 pieces, and I want you to deliver this material at XYZ place, but tell me what will be the pricing. So in this case, what you can do is, first ask the client simply, okay sir, tell me what do you think, what will be the actual price, because I have already given you the best price, okay? And if you are thinking that this is not the right price for the product, then please you tell me what is the actual price. And first of all, you need to keep in mind that you don't have to negotiate all these things, or you don't have to say all those things over the phone call. If the client is asking for the price over the phone call, then you always have to avoid, no matter how many time he is asking, you have to avoid each and every time, and have to ask them that you can give the best rate in the market, but you will only give the price in a F2F meeting or the face-to-face meeting, and ask for the face-to-face meeting time. And when you are negotiating about the price in the face-to-face meeting, and he is saying that reduce the price, or what will the right price, then as I mentioned that you have to ask the client itself, then sir tell me what should be the right price. Then first of all he will like take a pause, and you also have to take the pause till he do not speak something. And if he say how can I tell, then you can say, sir, that's why I'm telling you that this is the right price which I am offering you. And if he offer you something, okay, let's say you have offered a price X, and the client has given you a price which is 10% less, then do your calculation. If you think that you can easily offer a 10% discount, then ask the client, okay sir, sign the check or give the token amount or fill this form, and we will look forward for it, and this is the final price, go for it. And if you think that you cannot give a particular price which client is asking, then talk about the features, then talk about the relations, and then talk about, sir, this is not about only about the pricing. See, maybe other clients are offering this, or maybe everyone is offering this price, or maybe other people are offering this, but to us this is the pricing because we come with these all the services, and our services are not matchable with the other clients, because we are known in the market for our superior service. So this is what you can say when client asks for the pricing thing. Now the next point is getting same quotation from big competitors. This kind of situation come when your clients came to know that you are a new company or have recently started your startup. Though I will recommend you that you should avoid the situation where your clients came to know that you are a new company. But if anyhow your client came to know that you are a new company, then also you can handle this situation. So there are two ways. One is the professional way and the second one is the unprofessional way. I recommend you to start with the unprofessional way because you have nothing to lose, and the unprofessional way can convert the client pretty easily. So what you can do is, whenever your client says that they are getting the same quotation from a company which is like 15 or 20 years old and having a employees of like 500 people, then you could say, sir, if you don't mind, or madam, if you don't mind, could I please see the quotation which is given by XYZ company? And majority of the time the answer will be no, you cannot see, or they might say something like, are you kidding me, this is not the right way to know the quotation. So but there is no harm in trying. And if you are like successful in getting the quotation, then like you can check the everything in the quotation and try to figure out the loopholes. And if you're successful in finding the loopholes, then try to explain it to the client and convert the deal. But if there is no loophole into the quotation, or if your client is not showing you the quotation, then you need to follow the professional way. And what is that? So you have to follow the emotional part of the sales technique. Okay, and what is that? See, you need to understand not every sale can be converted into analytical way, where we talk about the stats, where we talk about the features and the benefits and the technologies. In emotional way, what you have to trigger is, you have to trigger the emotional part of your client. So you have to explain them that, sir, the XYZ company which you are talking about is I completely agree, is an old company. They are into the market from last 15 years. They are doing the great job. They are having 500 employees, and every month they are closing 250 sales. And for them, you are just a number out of 250. And every year they are completing sales of 250 multiply by 12. Okay, and we are doing very less than them. I completely agree. But for us, you are not a number. For us, you are an individual identity. So if you want to make a relation, if you want to feel personalized, if you want that you want someone behind your product who can understand your priorities, who can go extra mile for you, okay, then you must understand that the person who is just treating you as a number cannot go extra mile with you. But for us, you are a relation to us, because we also have to survive into the market. We also have to grow into the market. We have to compete all the big competitors of the market. So for that, we have to build the initial relation, and you are one of our initial customers. So I will suggest you that if you will work with us, then I assure you that you will be always given the priority, and we will always give you the personalized work. So this is how you have to convince your client that by working with you, they will get the personalized feeling and they will be given the priority. And priority is the main thing, because everyone wants the priority in their life. So never underestimate the word priority. You have to like pitch the priority thing again and again to your client, that how much priority they will get if they will work with you. And if you could offer some kind of a discount, and if you are comfortable by offering the discount, then you should try to give the discount also, because if the big companies are giving the same quotation, then majority of time client will try to like deal with bigger company, because he is not sure about you. So tell about the priority and also offer some discount, like 1%, 2%, 5%, whichever is comfortable for you. So in this way, you can easily deal with the situation. Now, the last point is, how can I trust you? Before answering this question, I want you to remember the time when you were trying harder and harder to convince your partner to get committed with you. So, do you remember the time when your partner had said to you that how can they trust you? So, what you have done? You have tried harder and harder to remove all their insecurities. Similarly, when your client says, how can I trust you? Then he do not mean that how can they trust you. They mean that how can they trust you that you have the enough capabilities of completing this project. How can they trust you that you have the required knowledge or the skills to complete this project? How can they trust you that you won't do the scam? How can they trust you that your company will survive even after the 6 months or even after the 12 months, because they are looking for the long-term relationship? So whenever the client is asking something like this, that how can they trust you, then first of all, what you have to do is you have to raise their exact insecurity, that why are they feeling so. And once they show their exact insecurity, then you have to tell the answers accordingly. So if they are saying something like, how can they trust you that you won't do the scam, then you can say something like that you belongs to a good family and these are the legal document and these are your identification number, and we are not here to do the scam, we are into the actual business. You can say something like this. If they are insecure about your skills or you're about the knowledge, then you can share about your past experiences in your job or as a freelancer. So you can tell them the projects which you have completed in the past. So by this way you can negotiate in a right way. By the way, if you want to know more about these topics and if you have any confusion regarding these topics, then you can ask me your queries in the comment section. And that's it for today. We'll meet you tomorrow. Bye-bye.